Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with Hermione. She's a very adorable baby. Why are my chronic pain or symptoms moving or changing? As we start to use a mind-body approach, a brain and nervous system lens to treat chronic pain and symptoms, a lot of people start to experience some really bizarre things, some really odd things. So I'll give you an example. If someone comes in and they have knee pain, and maybe I start to treat them using a mind-body approach, and they use all the techniques, the treatment's working, the knee pain actually starts to fade. But then all of a sudden they start to experience shoulder pain. This occurrence where the symptom starts to change or a completely new sensation starts to come on, like fatigue or dizziness or tinnitus, is very normal. I want to normalize this for people. And it actually means you're on the right track. But it can really panic people as this starts to take place. Now, when I was recovering, I had symptoms all over my body. So they were all over the place. One symptom that I had pretty early on was throat pain. And so I was obsessed with it. I thought I had throat cancer. I went to every doctor and specialist imaginable, and nothing was really found. Of course, everyone knows I had neuroplastic pain, but nothing was found wrong with my throat. And one doctor told me in a very kind way, he said, I think you're just anxious and your throat's drying out, and then you're getting excessively obsessed about it. Now, in the past, I would have taken that not so well, especially early on, but I was open to this at this point. And so over a number of weeks, it started to fade. I was focused on it less. It started to dissipate. But then the next symptom that happened was my back, my lower back, and then all the way to my upper back. So my symptoms shifted. And so this happens a lot as we're treating things with a mind-body approach. You have to understand that chronic pain, chronic symptoms, they become reinforced in the brain. They're a reinforced behavior, meaning your brain has learned it really well. And the pain or symptom has been reinforced by fear, preoccupation, despair, frustration, excessive focus. This has reinforced it in the brain. And so even as we start to use the treatment effectively and correctly, a new symptom can pop up. Because as Alan Gordon talks about, a reinforced behavior doesn't go down without a fight. Our brain likes what's familiar. Even if we don't like it, our brain will repeat what's familiar. And so all of a sudden we can get all these symptoms going on all over the place. Now, the goal here is you want to keep using the brain retraining techniques on the new area. So last week I did a video on brain retraining, whether it's visualization, somatic tracking, changing thoughts and beliefs. You want to keep doing that on the new pain location. Now, a little disclaimer here, if you get a new symptom and it's persisting and it's not an old one that's been checked before, make sure you get medically checked. We want to be responsible for our health. I never want to give the impression that I'm telling people don't get checked by their doctor. So get it checked. But after you're cleared, keep using the techniques, the brain retraining techniques. Now, one thing that's really important to understand with pain or symptoms moving is it's not just the brain retraining that we need to do. We need to treat the underlying cause. Now, there's different beliefs about what the underlying causes are. And I'm pretty neutral on all of these. I definitely have my opinions, but Sarno talked about the symptom imperative. So basically the symptom is changing or moving as a way to distract us. It's distracting us from underlying unconscious emotion. And so a big part of the treatment that I include with people is dealing with the unprocessed emotions, with the emotions that maybe they haven't tapped into and felt. I think that's a really important step in maintaining long-term recovery. But the other side of it, which there's lots of research on polyvagal theory now, is when the nervous system is dysregulated, we are likely to get chronic pain and symptoms. It's important to know that a really common symptom of a dysregulated nervous system is chronic pain, chronic fatigue, chronic dizziness, tinnitus, even skin conditions. And so understanding this means that we need to work towards regulating our nervous system. So if we're in a prolonged state of fight, flight, freeze, or shutdown, we're much more likely to get new symptoms. So even if you're doing the brain retraining and it's working, you're feeling safer with that symptom. If your nervous system is still incredibly dysregulated, you're likely to just get another symptom coming up, because that's what our nervous system is doing. It's sending us meaningful messages that something's wrong. So we have to treat the underlying cause. I have lots of videos on regulating the nervous system, and it's really important. Now, the goal isn't to always be calm or relaxed or at ease. Some people try to achieve that. That's not possible. You're a human being. The goal is to be flexible. So you can go into fight or flight, sympathetic, or you can go into shutdown, dorsal vagal, and you can shift out with ease to a safe and connected place, which is your ventral vagal system. A flexible system is a regulated system. Every day, I promise you, I go into fight or flight. It's just not all day anymore. And that makes a big difference in terms of achieving long-term recovery. So to summarize, if the symptoms changing or moving, use the brain retraining, but also think about what the underlying cause is. Are there difficult emotions you're dealing with right now? Are you being triggered in some way? Has your nervous system continued to be dysregulated? Because these things need to be addressed so that you don't just get this serial effect of symptom after symptom after symptom. So I hope this video was helpful. Please put your questions or comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you all next week. Happy healing.